The show has a greedy character. Everyone knows who it is. Mr. Krabs, the cheap, calculating, money-obsessed owner of the Krusty Krab, who has fired Spongebob for a nickel, made his employees work unpaid overtime, sold his own soul for a bag of chips, and on one occasion admitted he could literally smell money from 3 miles away. The show built him, labeled him, and gave him every visual signifier of a character whose fatal flaw is wanting more than his share. He is the greedy one. This is established. This is not in question. Except here's the question. If you define greed not as love of money, but as taking more than you are owed from people who did not agree to give it, Patrick's record is worse. Let us establish what Mr. Krabs' greed actually looks like. He wants money. Specifically, always, consistently, money. He has cut corners on food quality to save pennies. He has reduced Spongebob's salary. He has charged customers for things that were previously free. He has run dishonest promotions. Every scheme, every shortcut, every moment of exploitation points toward a single resource: money. His greed is focused, goal-directed, and legible. You can see it coming. You can defend against it. If there is no money involved, Mr. Krabs generally has no interest. His greed has a target, and targets have edges. Patrick's greed has no target, and that is the structural difference that makes his record worse. In the Season 7 episode, Yours, Mine, and Mine, Patrick and Spongebob receive a toy from a kid's meal at the Krusty Krab. Spongebob paid for the meal. Patrick refuses to share the toy. Spongebob presents the moral case. Who paid? Who therefore has the prior claim? What fairness requires? Patrick does not engage with any of it. He does not counter-argue. He does not offer a compromise. He simply does not operate in the framework Spongebob is arguing from. By the end of the episode, Patrick has sold Spongebob's own action figure back to Spongebob, used Spongebob's money to buy a toy, taken the toy, converted the toy into currency, and used that currency to acquire more. Mr. Krabs charges people for Krabby Patties. Patrick charges people for their own belongings. One of those is commerce. The other is something the show has never named. In the Season 5 episode, Pat No Pay, Patrick eats 50 Krabby Patties at the Krusty Krab with 0 cents to his name. He does not plan to have the meal comped. He does not believe he can pay. He simply eats because the food is there and he wants it, and the question of payment does not interrupt the wanting. Mr. Krabs is outraged. He makes Patrick work off the debt. Patrick is unfazed by the debt in a way that has nothing to do with stubbornness. It genuinely does not register. He has consumed 50 Krabby Patties worth of value, and the moral weight of that consumption lands nowhere on him. Mr. Krabs, at least, understands that goods have value, and unpaid consumption creates an obligation. Patrick understands neither. In the Season 5 episode, Sing a Song of Patrick, Patrick takes Spongebob's money, the specific money Spongebob was about to spend on his own purchase, and redirects it toward his own vanity project without asking. He does not frame it as a loan. He does not acknowledge Spongebob's claim on the money. He sees a resource that can be used for something he wants, and he uses it. Spongebob's house is later destroyed when the song airs on the radio. Patrick's musical ambition, funded entirely with Spongebob's money, causes Spongebob to lose his home. Mr. Krabs has detonated things outside the Krusty Krab. Patrick destroyed Spongebob's house with Spongebob's own money and has never once accounted for the difference. In the Season 3 episode Rockabye Bivalve, Patrick commits to providing for the family. He is going to work. He is going to contribute. The episode runs. Patrick watches television. Spongebob works double shifts. Patrick consumes Spongebob's labor without providing anything in return, and frames his own inactivity as a legitimate economic arrangement. Mr. Krabs underpays his employees. Patrick extracts an employee's entire output, contributes nothing, and considers the arrangement fair. In the Season 2 episode I Am With Stupid, Patrick uses Spongebob's dignity and intelligence as social currency. He cashes in Spongebob's reputation, the most important thing Spongebob has, to elevate his own standing in front of his parents. Spongebob surrenders his identity as a favor. Patrick accepts it, then starts genuinely believing it. He does not borrow SpongeBob's dignity. He spends it. Mr. Krabs has taken SpongeBob's money. Patrick has taken SpongeBob's sense of self. These are not equivalent extractions. In the Season 4 episode, Rule of Dumb, Patrick is handed power by accident and uses it immediately to take things from the people around him. He demolishes a neighbor's house for a swimming pool. He sends SpongeBob to collect tribute. He takes property, space, and compliance from everyone without exchange or permission. And he is not taking money, he is taking everything else. Mr. Krabs wants money. Patrick, the moment external constraint is removed, wants everything, in no particular order, with no plan for what to do with it after. Here is the structural argument. Mr. Krabs' greed is constrained by its own goal. If you secure the formula, if you control access to the money, if you remove the financial opportunity, Mr. Krabs loses interest. His greed has an off switch, the absence of profit. Patrick's greed has no off switch because it has no fixed target. On paper, that reads as Patrick simply being oblivious, not strategic, not greedy, just unaware. In practice, the pattern across every season is identical. Patrick identifies something desirable, takes it, and does not engage with the moral case for why he should not have it. The target changes every episode, the behavior does not. There is no single resource you can protect to contain Patrick's greed, because he is not after a single resource. He might want your food, your toy, your money, your dignity, your time, your labor, or your reputation, depending on which episode you are in. You cannot defend against it by doing what you would do against Mr. Krabs, protect the money, because the money is only one of the things Patrick might want this week. And here is where things take a dark turn. Mr. Krabs' greed is visible. The show put it in neon. Every character in Bikini Bottom knows Mr. Krabs will try to take more than is fair. They brace for it, they negotiate, they push back. Sometimes they win. His greed operates against an informed, experienced audience that has learned to account for it. Patrick's greed operates against someone who never sees it coming. SpongeBob does not brace. He does not negotiate. He forgives everything Patrick takes, extends full trust after every extraction, and keeps the access open. Patrick does not need to scheme or manipulate, because the resource he draws from, SpongeBob's generosity, replenishes itself automatically after every withdrawal. No strategy required, no awareness of what is being taken, just the friendship continuing, and the taking continuing quietly inside it. Mr. Krabs wants money and has never once successfully kept the Krabby Patty formula. He is the show's most documented and most unsuccessful greedy character. His greatest heist, 25 years of scheming and competition, has a running total of 0 permanent gains. Patrick wants everything and has never once been denied access to SpongeBob. The access has not narrowed. The trust has not reduced. The generosity has not run dry. The show built a greedy character to absorb the audience's awareness of greed. It worked. While everyone watched Mr. Krabs count his coins, Patrick was next door, taking whatever he wanted from the one person whose generosity could never run out. No label, no villain designation, no alarm system built for someone the show describes as the best friend.